I'm Hadley.
And I'm Maxwell.
We work together as Hadley and Maxwell.
Our work looks at the relationship between private life and public appearance. And as artists, we're really interested in the relationship of an idea to its materialization.
This installation at the Art Gallery of Hamilton is called When That Was This. The title refers to how we think about things in the past, when things that are past were present to us, when they were experience and present experience. And so we're working with sound and light and at this sculptural installation to offer many different ways of experiencing the work.
The work here at the Art Gallery of Hamilton arose out of a long interest that we've had in sculpture and memorialization. And we had found ourselves working with public monuments and public statuaries, partially because they're in a way that a city tells its own narrative. So we wanted to work with this and found ourselves also getting really interested in the First World War. This time has a lot of similarities to our time. So our project here is looking at the climate around what led to the First World War, with the trauma of industrialization, the technologization of war, the change in civic space and everyday experience, and connect it in some way to our own time that also seems to be in a shift.
So the technique that we use to create this sculpture is we collect fragments from other public monuments and public memorials by taking this substance called cinefoil, which is really a heavy grade of aluminum foil, and pressing it into these other sculptures. The work in the gallery is a collection of about 200 pieces from sculptures that we've interacted with all over the world, probably about 7 different cities. And so when we press this foil into the monuments, we are able to engage directly with them with touch. And what the foil remembers is the form that these other monuments take. We think of it as a kind of three-dimensional collage, in a sense, where we can isolate different details from these other sculptures. Usually we focus on faces, expressions, and also gestures. And then we bring these all together, these diverse things, and recreate installations like the one that's here at the gallery. We hope that in this way we free these gestures from their original ideological positionings in these monuments and sculptures that often have a very strict narrative attached to them, and open them up to new interpretation and basically new use, new forms. So it's a way of rethinking or making history free for a present conception of it, or present experience of it.
Along with our interest in monuments, we focused in on 2 texts that were testimonies to the time. One was a text by Eric Remarque, All Quiet on the Western Front. And we had a German actor read this text, a passage of it. And then the other was a passage from Gertrude Stein's Alice B. Toklas. And we took these 2 recordings and developed the entire sound situation that you hear in the gallery. So everything is actually taken directly from these sound sources.
We also developed a choreography with lights to accompany the composition, the sound composition. And what we were attempting to do with this is to create situations where the sculptures are really experienced in very different ways. Sometimes the lights animate them, sometimes they give them a kind of, different kinds of emotional registers, and bring them to life in different ways for us. I'm Hadley.
And I'm Maxwell.
We work together as Hadley and Maxwell.